Today we have something truly special to talk about. This is the M&K's X15 Plus THX Certified Dominus Subwoofer, and this thing blew me away. If you're on the hunt for earth-shaking bass and unparalleled audio quality, you're in for a treat. Let's discuss. First off, let's talk about the design. The M&K X15 Plus is made from MDF and boasts a sleek, modern look that's as visually impressive as its audio performance. It's a substantial subwoofer, and the build quality ensures that it not only sounds incredible, but looks the part in your home theater setup. Cabinet dimensions are 32.8 inches in height by 20.3 inches wide by 18.1 inches deep, and it weighs in at 134.7 pounds. And I really like the footprint and design. M&K built the X15 Plus up rather than out, so it's not going to take as much floor space in your room, and it has a removable magnetic grill. The X15 Plus is a dual 15-inch driver that has a frequency response of 16 to 200 Hz. It provides 700 watts of power RMS and up to 1400 watts peak, and as I mentioned, it's THX Dominus certified. Now, if you don't know what THX Dominus is, THX Dominus means that home theater owners with rooms up to 184 cubic meters of space and up to a 6-meter viewing distance, or up to 6,500 cubic feet and up to 20 feet, respectively, can fill their entertainment space with the superior audio quality they expect from THX certified products. That means quieter whispers, bigger booms, and everything in between at a greater distance. The THX Dominus certification process also pays special attention to distortion levels at high volumes, subjecting speakers to 120 decibel sound pressure levels, where they must keep distortion to a minimum. So a Dominus speaker must also be sensitive enough to reach the cinematic THX reference level with THX certified Dominus and certain THX certified ultra power amplifiers. Getting back to the X15 Plus's design, M&K's iconic push-pull subwoofer architecture and reverse double driver non-isobaric configuration means that both drivers in the cabinet are exposed to room air. X Plus series models are effectively two subwoofers in one sealed cabinet, enabling a further associated reduction in distortion. This is made possible by having one inverted driver in relation to the other, canceling non-linearities to produce totally symmetric waveforms. Connectivity-wise, it offers various options, including balanced and unbalanced inputs, 2 THX modes, and an anechoic M&K EQ mode, allowing for seamless integration into your existing audio system. It also has phase and crossover controls, enabling precise tuning to match your room's acoustics. Unfortunately, there is no remote control or even a mobile app for controlling the X15 Plus. This would have been nice for those of us who are constantly tweaking settings to have an app controller or even a physical remote like my SVS PB4000. Having a mobile app included is a fantastic feature because it allows you to make real-time adjustments to the subwoofer settings without getting up from your seating position, and adds a lot of convenience to fine-tune your audio experience. All right, now let's talk about performance. The M&K X15 Plus is a powerhouse. With not one, but two massive 15-inch drivers and a robust amplifier, the X15 Plus delivers thunderous, room-filling bass that you can feel as well as hear. Having one 15-inch driver would probably be enough for most people, but having two is quite the delight. The X15 Plus really opens up the sound and allows your speakers to expand the dynamic range. It's a perfect match for action-packed blockbuster movies with explosions and deep rumbling bass lines. And I feel like the X15 Plus just really unlocked the full potential of my setup in ways that I didn't know could be achieved in my theater. Finding value in this video? Then make sure you subscribe and click the bell notification so you get notified when I upload new videos. All right, so how does the X15 Plus actually perform in my theater? I've had the pleasure of testing this subwoofer with a variety of movies, and since this is a world-class subwoofer, you want to feed it with some world-class content. So all the demos will be played back on my Zadoux Z20 Pro, and all movies and demo scenes are ripped to either MKV, ISO files, or BDMV folders, 1-to-1. The audio is in Dolby Atmos or DTS-X for the highest quality sound if available. For movies that don't have a native Atmos or DTS-X track, I'll be using the highest quality audio track available. Everything is connected to my Emotiva RMC1, and the X15 Plus will be paired with 11 Arndal 1723 and 1961 speakers. This should be a fun experience.
This is going to be fun!
Let's check out Super 8, specifically the train wreck scene. There is so much going on in this scene with all kinds of objects and debris flying around, but one thing remains constant throughout the entire scene: gut-wrenching bass. Next, we're going to take a look at the college scene from The Incredible Hulk. No, not that Hulk, the one with Edward Norton. As much as I love Eric Bana, that Hulk movie is trash. The original Blu-ray release of The Incredible Hulk only has a DTS HD Master audio track, and I say only with all due respect because that DTS HD Master track is one of the most dynamic tracks I've ever heard, still to this day. And the 4K release kicks it up another level with a DTS X track that has some of the cleanest, deepest bass you'll find on any Ultra HD Blu-ray. Now let's check out that insane stopping intro from The Greatest Showman. If you have anything in your theater or adjacent rooms that isn't properly secured or bolted down, you're gonna know it.
Ladies and gents, this is the moment you've waited for. Searching in the dark, your sweat soaking through the floor. This moment, don't care what comes after. You're from a dream, can't you see? Getting closer.
Finally, let's check out the race scene from Ready Player One. I wanted to save this demo for last because it's probably my favorite scene to demo for both speakers and subwoofers, but it's also the most impressive with its top-notch dynamic range and some bass notes that will rattle your walls and wake up the neighbors.
To the egg.
The X15 Plus handled every scene I threw at it with ease and efficiency. The bass is tight, punchy, accurate, deep, and distortion-free, even at high volumes. In fact, the real fun is when you crank this baby up. In Super 8, when all the train storage units are exploding and being catapulted into the air one after the other, you feel the weight of each metallic crunch, and explosions are lifelike and have a mass to them that you'll feel in both your chest and your back. In The Incredible Hulk, when Banner starts to transform, his fist hits the floor and there's this subtle pulsing that drags on for quite a few seconds, and the X15 Plus recreates this perfectly. And when the Hulk breaks through the overpass and sends these massive pieces of brick through the air, you feel that weight in the air as if it's happening in your room, flying right over your head. The opening of The Greatest Showman has some of the deepest bass notes you'll find in a movie, and I love this opening scene because it really adds gravitas to what a group of people stomping in a large arena would really sound and feel like. And once again, the X15 Plus just knocks it out of the park. This is one of the few demo scenes that actually makes my screen shake. The X15 Plus had my screen, my walls, and who knows what else rattling on this scene. I've got some rattle hunting to do now. If you want to find rattles in your theater, put this scene on and turn it up. I think I've run out of superlatives to describe the race scene from Ready Player One. There is so much going on in the scene, but the sound engineers did an incredible job with channel separation and making sure the bass is clean and tight, down low without distortion. Anytime there's an explosion, anytime Kong is running and destroying everything in his path, you feel it with the X15 Plus. Even when an avatar explodes or when the green firecracker goes off at the start of the race scene, there's substantial bass. It might not be infrasonic bass, but if your subwoofer is subpar, pun intended, it might not be able to recreate the director's intent with some of the more nuanced bass notes that add to the realism of a scene like Ready Player One. To sum it up, the X15 Plus subwoofer is an absolute beast in the world of audio. Its design connectivity options, and most importantly, its performance make it a top choice for those who demand the best in bass. This is no doubt one of the best subs I've heard in my theater, and I wish I didn't have to give it back. While it's on the higher end in terms of pricing, the audio quality and overall experience, it justifies the investment. So that's my review of the M&K X15 Plus subwoofer. Thanks for joining us today to explore the X15 Plus. If you're serious about your audio and crave that visceral bass experience, this subwoofer will not disappoint. And if you have one of the X series of subs from M&K, let me know down in the comments what your experience has been and how many subs you got. Be sure to like and subscribe and share your thoughts in the comments below. I also have a Patreon where I post behind the scenes content on my home theater and products that I get in for review, and we're going to start doing monthly video chats. So if you're interested, check out my Patreon page and consider subscribing. No matter where you're at on your home theater journey, make sure you enjoy it. For Hatoraid Cowboy Cinema, I'm Hatoraid Cowboy, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
M&K Sound, the choice of professionals.